So,
Assalamualaikum.
Salam.
okay, so
Hey.
hi. Okay, so I will mute all first. Okay, Assalamualaikum and good afternoon. Okay, so it's 2:30 already. So welcome to another series of Apple Learning Professional. Okay, organized by UKM and UTM. Right, so I am Dr. Zakia from UTM, the host for today. I would like to invite Dr. Helmi as moderator for today, okay, to start this session. Okay, over to you, Dr. Helmi. Hello, Dr. Helmi. Can you unmute yourself?
Oh, okay, sorry.
So I think because
Okay, no problem. Dia lambat sikit nak unmute. Okay. Thank you, Dr. Zakia again for hosting this session. So today our Apple Learning Series continues with Dr. Norafizah, who is the Assistant Dean of Teaching and Citra at the Faculty of Education, Universiti Kebangsaan Malaysia. And today her title will be Creating 3D Augmented Reality Learning Experiences with Reality Composer. Let me share the screen, okay? Because we have reached 51 participants, so we can go along. Okay, now, so today again, so the title is Creating 3D Augmented Reality Learning Experiences with Reality Composer. And we recommend you to download the Reality Composer app, which is available on MacBook and iPad. Okay, so this is the fifth session, April 19th, with Dr. Norafizah, and we have 4 sessions before this, and you can have a look at our this is our experts, and you can have a look at the Apple Learning Community Malaysia Facebook group, where we post all our videos there, and do join us in making the community bigger. So here are some online workshop guidelines. Please ensure that your microphones are turned off during the session. Okay, so the session is a recorded session, so please bear in mind that. All right. And please use the chat feature to ask a question during a presentation. And there will be a Q&A session at the end of each session. So we will open it to Q&A, and then only you can ask questions or do use the chat feature. And again, for participants who require attendance forms, borang kehadiran and feedback forms will be shown 15 minutes before the session ends. And smart attendance for UKM lecturers will be displayed at the end of the session. And one more thing, please do not use the screen sharing feature on WebEx during the presentation. If during the Q&A you want to share something, you can use it there. All right, now without further ado, let's give our presenter today, Dr. Norafizah Adnan from the Faculty of Education, Universiti Kebangsaan Malaysia, to continue with her session on augmented reality using Reality Composer. Dr. Norafizah, back to you. Okay, now I'm stopping my screen sharing. Back to you, Dr. Norafizah.
Okay. Okay.
So Dr. Norafizah, okay, yeah. All right, great.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Thank you, Dr. Helmi. Assalamualaikum and good afternoon. Welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. So today I'm going to show you how to create augmented reality learning experiences with Reality Composer. And for your information, Reality Composer is the recently launched Apple's native app that was introduced with the iPad OS. So basically, Reality Composer is an app that allows us to create AR on the iPad. So let me introduce myself. Okay, I'm Dr. Nur Hafiza Ananan, an Apple teacher, and I have been working closely with Apple in various projects. And I'm the Assistant Dean Pengajaran and Citra at Faculty of Education, University Kebangsaan Malaysia. And I'm also a Senior Lecturer at the Centre for Teaching and Learning Innovation, Faculty of Education, University Kebangsaan Malaysia. So for today, augmented reality for teaching and learning, well, I believe that AR can turn an ordinary classroom into an engaging experience. So I also believe that AR has a great potential to be used in classroom because it changes the way students interact with the real world, and that it can enhances their engagement, help students understand complex concepts and also have fun. And it also can motivate students to explore, which can foster their creativity and also imagination. So here, I would like to share with you the workshop that I conducted at Sekolah Alam Shah, which was the Student Tech Leader Workshop for Techno-Drama competition in 2019. Techno-Drama was a drama with technology competition using iPad. Okay, in this slide, the students created 2D AR contents using AR Maker as one of the elements for the Techno-Drama competition. And here we can see that the student created 2D AR, where the drawing were first created in Keynote and exported to AR Maker. Because at this time, Reality Composer was not yet introduced. Okay, so this is what student created the drawing in Keynote, and they export the 2D image to AR Maker. Okay, and then during the workshop, the students created a story using AR.
Itu tadi ayat 5 kata organisasi atau sama.
Okay. Okay, now it's the station that we're waiting for, which is creating augmented reality with Reality Composer. Okay, in this station, we will create AR experiences in 3D format. Okay, unlike AR Maker that I showed in the previous example in 2D format, Reality Composer allows us to create 3D AR experiences. Now I'm going to show you the example of what we are going to do in this session, the AR learning experiences. Okay, first we have to create a heart in 3D format. Here you can see the 360 degree of the heart. You can even zoom in and zoom out the 3D model. Also, you can add sound, the heartbeat sound, also motion, the spinning motion to the 3D object. Okay, and finally, we can add text as levels and put them to the 3D parts. Okay, like this. Where is the pulmonary artery? Where is the left atrium, left ventricle? So easy for students to understand the concrete concept. Okay, learning activities using AR. Okay, okay, this is the example of learning activity using the AR. Okay, this is a very simple activity. For instance, like the student just need to identify where's the outer, where's the pulmonary artery, and then where's the right atrium, where is the left ventricle. So very simple. Okay. So it's up to the teacher how they can manipulate the 3D objects. Okay, create AR using external 3D models. Okay, in this session, I will show you how to create AR experiences using external 3D models. Okay, first, you have to find an existing 3D model on the internet, and it should be in the USDZ format. Okay, just type the free hard model USDZ format on Safari. Okay, for example, here I choose the CG Trader. Okay, and you can easily download the 3D model for free. Usually the 3D models are in OBJ format, but you can easily convert it to the USDZ format using converter on the internet. All right. Once you have find the 3D model, we can add behaviors to the 3D models. Okay. For instance, that we can add sound, the heartbeat sound to the heart, and we can add the motion, which is the spinning motion or maybe the pumping motion to the heart. And we can add text as labels to the heart as well. And so once we have done this, okay, we can use the AR, augmented reality, in teaching and learning environments. Okay. So now let's go to the Reality Composer for hands-on session where we will create AR using external 3D model. All right. Okay, here you can see the icon for Reality Composer here. Okay. Okay.
Now, if you don't have your Reality Composer software, you can download it in the App Store. So Reality Composer. Okay, back to you, Dr. Hafiza.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Helmi. So this is the Reality Composer. You just open it. Okay, and then create new document. All right. So here you can see when you create a new project, you have to decide how your content is added to the real world by identifying the types of anchor. Okay, in here we have like 5 types of anchor. So usually I will just go and choose the horizontal anchor. In other words, you must anchor its content, your AR content, to a detected surface, image, face, or object. Okay, if let's see here for the surface, we have a horizontal and vertical. All right, and you have image if it is the 2D image here. Face, you can add your face, and also the object which you can scan the object. All right. So in our example, we will use the horizontal anchor. All right. As you can see here is the cube in the horizontally place. All right. Okay. So what you have to do now is click to the object. All right. Click another one and replace with the external 3D model. Okay, this is the heart. Okay, actually this heart is a 3D in the 3D format, which I used in my previous project when I was in University of Florida. So as you can see here on the right panel, okay, there is a position and rotation of the object, or the 3D object. Okay, as you can see here, the position X for axis X, axis Y, and axis Z, the Z axis Z. Okay, all right. For the red color here is for X, green for axis Y, and blue is for axis Z. Okay, same goes to the rotation. All right. So what you have to do now is you have to set the position for the heart. Okay, so
Hello, Doctor. I have a
yeah,
question. Can we just drag image from Safari direct to the?
yes,
It's same, right?
yes, you can. Yes,
Okay,
yes, you
thank
can.
you.
Okay. Okay, hang on. All right. Okay, so here you go, your heart. Okay, and click here, and then on the top left, you can see the scene here, and you can rename the scene. Okay, you can rename the scene as a maybe startup, right? Okay, and okay, next what you need to do is to add the behavior for the object. Okay, by click this button. All right. Okay, now you have to add the behavior for the to your heart. Okay, first I want to tap and play sound. Okay, so you can rename the behavior here, type sound, and then you have to choose the object. Done, and you have to choose the sound. Actually, there's a lot of sound here. Okay, in the library, the existing sound in CAF format. Okay, but I don't want to. I want to import the heartbeat from outside. Okay, all right, just replace it. Okay, and then you can set the volume. Okay, if you want to minimize or maximize the sound. Okay, all right, and then I want to make the heart spinning. Okay, so okay, but first we have to choose the object. Okay, where the sound to the object. Okay, so you already choose the heart and to play the sound. Okay, all right, now add another behavior which is spin. Okay, so once again tap and flip. All right, so just rename it. The second behavior will be spin. Okay, and then again you have to choose the heart and then done. Okay, and then I don't want to emphasize the heart, but I want to choose another. I want to choose another action sequence. So just go to the emphasis. Okay, press and delete. Okay, what we have to do now is action sequence. We have to add spin. All right, and affected object. We have to choose again the 3D model and duration around maybe I think around 29 seconds, and iteration maybe around 8. Okay, and the spin direction will be clockwise or anti-clockwise, so I just choose clockwise, and as these I think I will go for roll. Okay. Okay, done. All right, so you can play here. You see the 3D model is spinning. Okay, done. All right, so this is the first scene, okay? Okay, this is where you can get how many scene do you have? Okay, right now you only have one scene. So I want to add another scene for labeling, all right? So what I should do now is I have to add a new scene. Again, I have to choose the anchor for the 3D model. Okay, so I just pick horizontal. Okay, and then I want to label the heart. So what I need to do is, okay, you just press on the label here, and then go to here. Do you see the on top, on the right top? You can see the cube one here. That one is for you to change the label, right? The position, rotation, scale, loop, thickness, font size, and then background, and here where you can change the text. Okay, let's say outer, right? So it'll be over here, and you can even make it bigger, right? And then I'll just duplicate, okay? Change the text to pulmonary artery, and I will put over here, okay? So duplicate, and change the text again, pulmonary vein, duplicate again, left atrium, and I want to change the background color. So just click on the blue color and then change to the darker. Okay, I just put over here, and then duplicate, left ventricle, right? Then duplicate one more time. Go to the text. Okay, right ventricle is over here. Duplicate again. It will be right atrium. And last one will be superior vena cava over here. Okay, now you have all the label, okay? So what you need to do now is just click on the object, all right? Click once again, and replace it with your 3D model, okay? So again, you have to set the position for the heart, okay? Okay, you have to play around. All right. Okay, um, this is the position that I want. Okay, right. Okay, and then on the top. Oops. Okay,
What are the green, red, and blue codes?
okay, again. All right. You mean the axis? Okay. In 3D model we have 3 axes. Okay. For the X, red is the axis X, green is the axis Y, and blue is the axis Z.
I see, and it's always fixed like that?
Yes. Right.
All right. Okay, thank you.
Okay, we got our label here. And what we need to do now is we have to group all of them together. Okay, just press it. Press. Okay. Select all of the label and also the heart. Okay. Group. Okay. All right. So next, we want to give or we want to add the behavior to the heart and the label. Okay. What you need to do is just go back to the behavior over here. Okay. All right. So add the behavior. I want to tap and show. Okay, just tap first. Okay. Choose the object. Okay. Did you see the 3D model with the label? So click done. Right. I don't want to emphasis, so just click to the emphasis, delete, and I would just want add an action sequence show. I just want to show the label of the heart. Okay. Okay. So what you need to do now again? Choose the object. Choose the object. Okay. The heart and all the labels done. Right. So nothing more. Right. So you can play over here. Okay. Right. So now we already have 2 scenes. Okay. If you can see here, we have the startup scenes, which we have sound and spin behavior. And for the second scene, we can rename it here. Okay. We can rename our scene as maybe label. Okay. And for the label, there are behavior only just to show. Okay. Just to show the label. Okay. Now let's we try it. Okay. Let's retry. All right. Okay. Hang on. I want to try the startup first. Okay. The startup scene first. Right. And then I forget to ask you to remove the label on the first scene. Okay. Just remove. Okay. All right. So let's retry the AR. You can see on top of your panel there is an AR and play button. So just click on the AR here. Okay. You have to move your iPad. And click the play button. Tap. Okay. Your heart is spinning, and there's a heartbeat sound. You can even zoom in and zoom out. Right? Okay. Okay. Let's we go back to the scene because I forget to link the startup scene with the label scene. Okay. All right, so what you have to do now is, right, so you have to go to the first scene, which is the startup scene, and open again the behavior. Okay, for the action sequence, all right after scene, if you want to show the level, you can add here action sequence, all right? You can add action sequence as change scene, all right? So you have to choose the scene that you want to add. So I want to add level scene here. Okay. So what happened? You can play here, right? You can see the part with the labels, all right? So let's retry it again. Okay, just go at the top and you can see the AR here, right? So just click on the AR. Continue to move your iPad, right? And press play. Okay? Okay. And then I think this is the level of the cake is 40, right? Okay, I will show you the nice one. Okay, the one that I already created. Okay. So, right. Okay, you can see the level over here. And this is right. Okay, any questions so far? Because after this, we're going to go and I will show you how to create AR learning experiences using the existing model or built-in model in the library.
Okay, great. Thank you, Dr. Nafiza. Okay, so I will recap what Dr. Nafiza has done just now. She's added behaviors. She has first imported a model from outside, so external model from outside a reality composer, and then she has added behaviors in on the object, and she has added motion, right? And I think she has added labels, text as labels. And I think that there's one question from the chat. I think is interesting. So can we have more than one image object concurrently? Like, can we add multiple objects?
Yes, yes, yes,
Okay.
definitely.
Yes. All right. Thank you, Dr. Nafisa. I think let's proceed with the other the other demo, because you have like 25 minutes. But again, in the next demo, could you add another image? So with one image first, then maybe another image to see what you can do with augmented reality. Okay. Thank you, Dr. Nafisa.
Sure,
Back
sure.
to you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Dr. Hamid. Okay, hang on. Okay, so Okay, so in the second section, I will show you how to create AR using the existing model in the library, the built-in model. Okay, now let's see the example of it. Okay, this example of AR can be used to teach speed and velocity in physics. Okay. All right. So let's see how to read in Reality Composer. Okay.
So what Dr. Nurhafiza is doing now is using available 3D objects in Reality Composer. So if you don't have an object, so if it's hard to download the hard object, no problem. You can use existing 3D models available in Reality Composer. I hope by now everybody has downloaded the Reality Composer to your iPad. While waiting for Dr. Hafiza to connect back here via. All right, okay, she's back. Okay.
All right, thank you so much, Dr. Helmi. Okay, now we go back to the Reality Composer here. Okay. Okay, create new document, right? Again, I will choose horizontal. Okay. Right. This is the object. Okay. Just click, double click, and there is a replace it. Okay. So this is the content library. So the built-in model that you can find in the Reality Composer. Right. So I want to choose maybe okay, this one, rocket, right? Maybe just now people are asking about can we add two or more objects? Okay, so we can add another object as well. Okay, why don't we finish with the first object first? Okay, okay, just click to the rocket, right? And don't forget to set the position X, Y, and Z. Right? Okay, here the label. I want to rename the label as tab to start. Okay. Make it bigger. Right. And go to the behavior. Add behavior as a tab and add force. Okay. Choose the object. Done. And the action sequence will be add force and choose the rocket. The object cube is not a dynamic simulation object. Would you like to set its motion type property to dynamic? Yes, update, right? So the velocity is about 18 km per hour, right? You can test it. Right, okay, great. And then I want to add music. So we just add action sequence plus play sound, right? And you can choose the object first, done. And then the audio clip, choose. Okay, there's a lot of CAF file format in the content library. So I want to select, sorry, ambient noise. effect. Place it. Right. You can even set the volume, minimize or maximize the volume. You can test it. Press the button play. Okay. So we've done with the behavior for the rocket, and then we can test it with the AR. You just go at the top. There is a AR button and also the play button. Set to start. So this is how you create AR learning experience using the built-in model in the library. So
Okay, great, Dr. Norfiza. I see that there's a velocity option there, and some behaviors that you can add to the 3D models.
yeah.
Could you suggest any fields that we can use in teaching and learning?
Maybe you can move, rotate, scale by, okay, or maybe the orbit, okay. If let's say you wanna show about the maybe the sun, or maybe the what we call it, the orbit on the sun. Maybe I'm not sure. Maybe science is more related to science subjects. Okay, so you can. There's a lot of action over here. So you can show, maybe move, rotate an object to a specific location in the scene. You can also scale by, and then you can add force, just like this one. Okay, you can add force, and then orbit spin. You can even change the scene to the next scene, from one scene to the next scene. Okay, ambience, and then and also you can even play the animation from the 3D model itself. If let's say you have like a 3D model in USDZ and animation, so you can even add action in this Reality Composer.
Yeah, great. And I love to see that you can add force. So it's really interesting to see, because if you have 3D objects and then you can add force, like Dr. Nafiza is showing here. So the rocket, sort of accelerates up and then goes down with force. So very interesting here. Okay, let's see any chats. Okay, one question is, can we add, so this is by Dr. Raj. So can we add motion to the object when the heart sound is present? So we can see the heart contract, meaning like, I think the heart is contracting. So could we do that in Reality Composer? Dr.
Yes,
Hafiza?
yes, we can. So meaning that you want like two motion in one time? Is it like that? I mean, is it the
Oh, no, when the sound is like beating, the heart is beating, and then it's like contract, and then like the
oh,
heart is like
pumping, the pumping? Yes, yes,
yeah, the
yes.
pumping, yeah, the pumping of the heart,
Pumping
yeah.
motion, yes. Yeah. Okay. Actually, the heart should be in a pumping motion, and this is the pumping motion. Let me show it to you. Okay, we go to the AR. Okay. Actually, we can select instead of a pumping, we can action sequence. We can there is an emphasis. Okay. Right. So motion type will be, I think, if I'm mistaken, like a blink. You can try here. Okay, so we have to choose the object first. Choose the heart, done. Okay, okay, this is blink, not one. I think I'll pass here. But you have to set the duration. You have to set the time. Okay, all right. So you have to play around with the duration. Okay. Okay, so this is the pulse or pumping motion. Right? So you can play
So,
around here.
great, thank
So
you, Dr. Hafiza. So actually, you can add motion in terms
Mhm.
of emphasis. So there's a lot of motion types there that you can see: pulse, jiggle, spin, and related to the heart. Okay.
All right.
Okay. So okay. Yeah. There's a question here. It seems that Reality Composer works on certain iPad models only. Mine is iPad Mini 4. Okay. Yeah. I think the issue is because 3D is very what do you call is very it requires heavy CPU processing. So I think that's the problem with previous iPads. So I think the newer models would work better with AR and 3D models. Okay, so yeah, let's. I'm also browsing through other questions. Actually, if anybody wants to ask with voice, you can ask now, because it is now the Q&A session. I forgot to tell everybody. So you can ask, and while I'm reading with the chat, you can also ask via voice. So other than heart, and can we do model environment involving trees, fish, shrimp? Okay, so there's another question here by Dr. Fatima. I'll be calling everybody doctor because I don't know if you're a doctor, professor, or Tan Sri. So I just ask away. So Dr. Fatima is asking, other than heart and rocket, can we do 3D model on environment involving trees, fish, shrimp, etc.? Dr. Hafiza?
Yes, of course. We can use, we can apply any types of 3D models. You just need to get the 3D model in USDZ format, and then you just import it to the Reality Composer, and you can do anything. Okay, you can do anything you want to. So, but usually the 3D models on the internet are in OBJ format, so you can easily convert it to USDZ. Okay, so that you can use it on the Reality Composer. So any image you can, play around with. You can pick any image, 3D models like skeleton, what else? Maybe car, trees, or fish, or whatever. So you can just import it, and you can manipulate the behavior over here. Okay.
Okay, great. So another question is, I wonder, from Dr. Noor, I wonder, can we slice it open to show the atriums and ventricles? So can we slice open the heart? Is that possible in Reality Composer, Dr. Hafiza?
I think it's possible if you can get the heart, 3D heart in the image, the image, I think the internal, I think is it the internal image of the 3D model?
True. Yes, I think Dr. Noor is asking about, yeah, if you can get like the inside of it, so how it would look like. Yeah.
So meaning that you have to import the 3D models, in that show the internal part of the heart. So you can do it. Yeah, definitely you can do
Yeah,
it.
exactly. So what Dr. Hafiza was showing in this session is actually the external 3D model of the heart. So you would have to have another model of that includes the internal parts, or another model, and you could zoom into there. Okay, so there's another question by Dr. Noor Hidayah. Can we create our own 3D model in Reality Composer?
Yes,
Can
you
you?
can.
Yeah, great. Yeah.
Yes, you can. Actually, what you have to do is there's another way of create this is not your own 3D model. Actually, this if you select the object here, okay, you can scan. If let's say you want to scan the water bottle, okay, so you have to take the 360-degree of the image, right, of the 3D image, and then there is a see here, and then if you click over here, okay, one more time. Sorry. Hang on. Okay. Check. Okay. You go to the AR object asset, choose, and there is a button scan, right? If you wanna, let's say, you want to scan the mouse, okay, or anything, okay, you can use this function, right? Okay. This is the other way for you to scan the existing image, the physical image if you have the physical image. So you can use this function, okay? The anchor type object, right?
Okay,
But
great. Thank you, Dr. Fiza. Okay, yeah. Proceed,
but
proceed. Yes.
okay, but I think it's easier for you to create your own 3D model first, and then you just export it to the Reality Composer in order for you to manipulate for teaching and learning. So anything, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Great. Thank you for that explanation. Yeah. And again, you were showing us. In Reality Composer, we are using USDZ or USDZ format for Reality Composer. So any suggestion for other formats? That is available on the internet. What is the usual format and how to export? How to convert into USDZ format? Any suggestions on that, Dr. Rafita?
Okay, you just type on the Safari, the converter USDZ OBJ to USDZ format. So it will show the few options of the converter website. So you can
Right.
just use any one of them, right?
Okay, so OBJ, that's the format for 3D
Yeah.
models.
Mhm.
And usually you can download, there's a lot of free models, 3D models in OBJ format. So I think what Dr. Fiza is proposing is to convert OBJ to USDZ format to be included in Reality Composer.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay,
so
I have a
yes,
question.
one, yes.
If I wanted to create a 3D model using an app called Sharper 3D, do you think I can import that model into this Reality Composer?
Yes, definitely yes. But again, the 3D model must be in the USDZ format. Otherwise, you cannot even open the 3D model. And you can create the 3D models in AR Sharper, is it? AR Sharper?
3D, Sharper 3D.
Sharper 3D, Sharper 3D.
Sharper 3D, sorry, Sharper 3D. And then you can import and you can export to the Reality Composer.
Because I think a lot of participants would like to know if they can create a 3D model on their own. And
Yes, 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 you can as well. Yeah, meaning that you can create your own 3D models. Okay, so if let's say you choose the horizontal, and then maybe you want to create a new material. Okay, hang on. If let's say here object, okay, maybe I have to go to and create a new one. Right. Okay. This is a cube. Okay, maybe you want to create a new I don't know, maybe you can look over here, the material, okay? You can change the color. Yes, right. Okay, you can, this is the material, this option for the material, okay? So, but usually I will just, use the ones that already in a content library, okay? And you can choose shades over here and you can change the color. We can also Okay, if you want to show anything, for instance, the rock or maybe whatever. Okay, so you can just pick on the library, and you have to download. Okay, most of the object here. Okay, as you can see here is the rock, the 3D rocks here. Okay, so basically, what I suggest you is to download from outside or just use the built-in 3D models.
Okay, great. Thank you, Dr. Fiza. And I think what Ponraini was telling us just now was also in the chat mentioned by Dr. Ken. Oh, I'm calling him Dr. Morrison. Okay, Ken. Yeah, what Ken has told us now is Shaper 3D. So Ponraini was also saying about that Shaper 3D. Haha, just Ken is fine. Yeah, I'm kidding, Ken. Anyway, yes, Shaper 3D. So the Shaper 3D, you can model 3D objects there, and yeah, it will be interesting. Yeah, I mean, probably we would have another session. We will have another session with, I think, Ustaz Rizwan will be, yeah, explaining on how to use Shaper 3D to create models. So yeah, and when you export from Shaper 3D, it will be an you can choose the OBJ format. So OBJ, and then when you do it in OBJ, find a converter to convert the file into USDZ,
USD,
yeah,
USD.
USDZ format, yeah, USDZ or USDZ format, and you can use it in Reality Composer for augmented reality. Okay. So let's see if we have any other comments. Yeah, and again, this is an open session. You can also ask with your voice and connect with your faces. We would like to see faces too. Okay, there's a question from Dr. Sam. How can Dr. Hafiza share her final product not as a working file so that others can see and try? What he means is like embedded in form site, meaning export as a augmented reality
Yes.
environment. Yeah. Okay.
Yes. If you can see here at the top, there's a triple dot here. Okay. So you just click on the triple dot and you can export it. Okay. Or if you want to record your AR experience, you can do it over here. Record AR session. Okay. Like this. Okay. So once you tap begin, so it will record your AR session. Right. And you have an option to replay your AR experience. Okay. What you have to do is just go to the triple dot on the top right. Okay. And select the developer for record AR session or replay AR session. Right. And also you can export it as the reality file, AR reality file, okay, and you can share with other.
Okay, great. Thanks, Dr. Hafiza. So, okay. Okay, there's another question by Dr. Lim here. If non-Apple product user can they view using any common software? So can it be exported into, I think, other formats as well? Like
Is it a 3D model or what? Is it a 3D model?
if the question was, if non-Apple product user can they view using any common software? That's the question. I'm
I've
not
never
sure
tried.
actually. Yeah.
I'm not really sure because I've never tried it. Yeah, and I'm not really sure. So we have to try it first.
All right. Cool. Great. Okay. So Right. Do you have any other questions? And again, if there are some comments that La Junior speaker and maybe it's quick, but it's okay. I mean, if you want some explanations to be presented again by Dr. Hafiza in this session, Dr. Hafiza can do it again. But again, the video recordings are available in the Apple Learning Community Malaysia Facebook group. So we will have the recordings there, and you can view it there, access it there, and do it step by step in your own pace using your iPads. Right. Okay. Can this? Okay. So Prof. Norma has asked, can this 3D? Can these 3D models can be integrated with Cosmo? Cosmo is a 3D visualization software. Prof. Norma, actually, yeah, can Cosmo yeah, maybe Dr. Hafiza can answer that, because we don't know the format of Cosmo, and I've never used Cosmo before. Dr. Hafiza, have you used Cosmo before, or anyone here?
I've never tried Cosmo, but I tried the Augmented apps before, and it looks cool. But this kind of different experience of AR. So definitely the different apps will bring the different experience. So, but I've never tried Cosmo before, so I cannot I cannot explain on that.
Okay, great, sure. And so I think we have okay. Let's give maybe some open questions. Maybe one last question before I round up the session and sort of have the forms after this. We have a lot of forms after this. So do you have any burning questions for Dr. Hafiza? Last question. Can we combine all the three? Okay. So Dr. Fatima is asking. Last question from me. It's okay. Can we combine all 3D models, Dr. Fiza?
Yes, yes, we can. Yes. So what you need to do is just add the model in one scene. Okay, for instance here. Okay, here. Maybe you want for the first scene, maybe you can put, let's say, the heart, and the second scene will be maybe skeleton, and the third scene will be another another organ maybe. So you can combine everything in here in one frame, but there are more than one scenes. Okay, there's about 2 or 3, and it's up to you. Okay, you can add as many as scenes you want to edit over here. Okay, so basically, yes, you can add more than one 3D models in one frame.
Great, Dr. Fiza. And one more question. Thank you. Dr. Fatima says thanks. And one more from Dr. Afida. Instead of interaction by clicking, is there any other interactions that can be used in Reality Composer? For example, voice. Is that possible in Reality Composer? Adding your own voice?
We can record our own voice and then play as a sound. But I'm not really sure is our voice is a trigger. I mean, I've never tried it because but if we record our voice and import it as a CAF file, so we can use it as a sound for the object, for the 3D object. But I'm not really sure if we can use it as a trigger. I mean, to start the 3D model by using our voice. I've never tried before.
So what you're saying is, if we click, let's say, the heart model, 3D model, we click the heart model, then your voice will come up. Is that what you mean? You can do it in Reality Composer?
Yes, definitely, yes.
Okay.
You can put
great.
sounds.
So, yeah,
as long as in CAF format, so you can always, import and play the sound. But to make it as a trigger, if they say, I don't know, maybe like a 3D model of a car, maybe you say something, and it trigger for the 3D models to start. I'm not really sure. I've never tried
But
before.
I think that's quite advanced, Dr. Hafiza. But still, yeah, I think that's the question. I mean, you can use when you tap on a heart, maybe a lecturer is explaining, on the heart,
Yes.
this is the ventricle, this is the, blah 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 vents, and this is the flow of the heart. I think that can be done. Okay, great. Any more questions? Last questions? Last. Okay, if not, let me again, let's thank Dr. Norfiza for a great session on creating augmented reality learning experiences using a Reality Composer. And so again, you can contact her at the Faculty of Education, University Kebangsaan Malaysia. She's the Assistant Dean of Teaching and Citra there, and she's also an Apple teacher. So let me share my session, my